Hi Dresser Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're going to be drawing the one family member from Disney's Encanto that we don't talk about. No, we don't. And if you love Encanto, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, right? So get your Sharpie or your pencil ready and let's get started. To draw cute Bruno, let's first start by drawing his eyes. So I'm going to come right here and start with a circle, but more of kind of like an oval. So a little bit wider circle. And just go ahead and draw that right here. And then I'm going to come right across, not too far apart because his eyes are kind of close together. And right here, I'll draw another ovalish circle. There, now that I have that in, I'm going to come inside, right in the center, and draw a circle right here. And right here, I'm going to draw a highlight, so another circle. Hopefully you can see that. And then another circle inside. And shade this part in, right there. So in this white area is where you would put some color for his eyes. So let's do the same thing here. They were too small for Draw So Cute eyes, so I'm just sticking with the original. So let's do the same thing on this side. Hopefully that's not too small for you to see, but that's his eyes right there. And now that we have that in, we're going to come to the top of each eye, and I'm just going to thicken up the top right here, this top curve, just to anchor his eyes a little bit better. Okay, now that we have that in, let's come to the sides right here, and I'm going to lightly draw a curve right here. So this is kind of like the bridge of his nose, his very prominent nose. We're going to draw a curve right there, and I'm going to bring this curve and bring it right underneath his eye. Right here, kind of like a little crease under his eye. Then from there, let's come to the top, and about right here, I'm going to go ahead and draw his brow. I'm going to bring a curve that slants downwards, thicken it up, and down. And I'll go ahead and shade that in so you can see a bit better. And same thing over here. And go down. There. And then I'll come above each eye right here and just slightly draw a crease right here. Make it a little bit more. I know a lot of little details around the eye, right? Okay, so then from there we need to draw his nose because his nose is a very prominent feature, right? So I'm going to come nice and wide, say about right here, right underneath the eye. I'm going to start with a curve and a curve. So nice big nose on both sides. And I'm going to bring it in and then wobble a deeper curve right here in the center and go right back up. And just a little crease right here on both sides for his nose. Then for a big smile for Bruno, I'm going to come right here where his nose is, right in this area, and give it two curves here as well. So here, right here. And then I'm going to give him a big smile. So I'm just going to go all the way across for a deep curve all the way up. And then right underneath this curve, I'm going to come right here where his lips would be, his bottom lip, and I'm just going to draw a soft curve. Now that we have that in, let's go ahead and we're going to have to draw his hair first before we draw his face. So I'm going to come to the top. He has a very shallow forehead, so let's come to the center, so say about right here, right above his brow area. I'm going to go ahead and draw a soft curve right here in the center. Then from there, I'm going to come about right here where his hair parts, and I'm going to start to draw a curve, come up, and we're going to wobble a strand all the way down. So really close to his brow, close to his eye, and I'm just going to wobble it out. So then over here we have one strand, so this is where his hair parts. So let's draw this first so we know his hair parts there, and then we're going to draw one strand here. So let's come over here, one prominent strand, and it's going to go over his brow close to his eye. So I'm going to erase that a little bit later. But everything's kind of dark. He has dark brown, black hair, right? So this will all make sense in here. We just want to put in a strand. And then from there, let's draw another strand. So imagine his hair right here where his brow is. We're going to draw another strand to frame his face, just like this side. So let's bring this down and just go back up right there. So same thing here. So just framing his face. Then from there, let's bring this curve up to about right here, and then we're going to go up on this side and up on that side. But before we do that, let's frame his face to bring him together. So let's say about right here. He has a very narrow face. So right here, kind of like his eye come out. Right here and here. I'm going to give myself 2 points. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a very narrow curve all the way down for his chin area. I'm going to bring it to the center. So say about right here, I'll give myself a point. And go back up. So this is always the most delicate part, so right here. So you just want to give him a narrow face with a long chin. There. So hopefully that looks like Bruno here. It was pretty tricky trying to figure out how to draw him in my style, but not really, right? But hopefully this helps you. Okay, so now for his little goatee mustache, let's come in the top right here, and I'm just with my Sharpie, I'm just gonna go little lines all the way across. Tiny little lines to build up his mustache and his goatee. So right underneath his lip, have a little bit, and then all the way at the bottom right here. So when you're coloring, you can put in some grays to fill it in. But I'm just going to use the Sharpie to give a little indication. There. Okay, so now we're finally done with his face. Hopefully that looks like him. So let's come over here to draw his hair. So I'm going to poof this out nice and curly. And same thing as well here. Maybe give it a little curl here and there. And I think I need to draw his body first. So sorry, let's draw his body first before we finish that. So let's come to the center right underneath, and we're going to give him a little neck. And I'm going to bring this out for shoulder and out. So a little bit wider and out right there. Then let's draw some details right here. I'm going to come out about right here and draw a deep curve towards the center. So this is the opening for his poncho. And then inside we're going to have to draw a shirt. So give a little cut in there, notch, and bring it in. Same thing here, a little notch, bring it in. Then let's see here. So right here he has this hoodie part. So I'm going to pop this part out. And then right here, I'm just going to bring in a curve. So same thing here. You can do that this way. And just pop this part out. Right there. So just want to show you a little bit easier way to draw without having, if you're using a pencil. If you're not using a pencil, then just draw this little part that pops out first, and then continue his shoulder. Okay, so then now that we have that, let's go ahead and we're going to bring this down, So then about right here, nice and wide, no armpit area, right? Because it is a poncho, so about right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start to draw slight angle line, slight line downwards to create his poncho. So then right here, let's bring this down on both sides. But right here, I think I went a little too narrow, so about right there. And I'll bring this down a little bit more. all the way down. So let's say about right there. I'll stop. And then I'm going to, now that I'm pretty even on both sides, I'm going to wobble my way upwards and then come right back down. And then at the bottom right here is where all the fringe or tassels are. So I'm going to come out, continue this. And at the bottom right here, just to simplify it, I'm just going to go like this. Because I am using a Sharpie, and I'll just come in here. But if you're using a pencil, you can do this when you're coloring. It's not so harsh, but hopefully that looks like tassels at the bottom of his poncho. And then let's draw some creases, because lots of folds in his poncho. There. So notice this angle is following this side and this goes this side right there. Okay, so then from there, let's go ahead and draw his, draw his legs. So I'm going to come to the center, about right here, so I know that's my center. I'm going to give myself two little lines right there. So where his pants are going to start, I'm going to bring this down, and about right there, I'll stop and connect. And then he has this little cuff part on his pants, right there. Add some crease right there, so same thing on this side. And connect, and then the cuff. Right there, and then his legs. So I'm going to come down right here for his legs, angle it in. So let's work on this side first, and then I'm going to come and curve out. So I just realized I need to draw this side first, actually, because we want one toe kind of over the other. So let's come over here and do the same thing and curve, and this is going to go past right here, kind of past the center. And let's come right here, his little ankle part, and then flare it out and connect. So hopefully that makes sense. And then so we're going to do the same thing on this side and connect. There. So then for some details, let's come right here at the bottom, do a little sole, and then the flip-flops. So come right here, little curve, thicken it up, and then two little lines right here for his little toes. Same thing on this side. Curve, so this is where his big toe is, and then it goes out. And then the band, and then two little lines for his other toes. There. Okay, so now that we have that in, let's go ahead and draw his arms. So I'm going to bring this down. So we're just making it simpler. So about right there, I'm going to bring this down for his sleeves, and same thing over here. So I'll just drag a point across, make sure I'm approximately the same, and wobble my way down. And let's come back up here before I forget. Just add some creases as well. Okay, so then from there, let's draw his arms. So nice and simple to his side. I'm going to come right here and just go ahead and draw a thumb. And then his arm, and then his hand. Just bring it in. So same thing here. So his thumb right here. And his fingers. There. Okay, so now we can finally finish his hair. So about right there is where I'm going to poof it out a little bit more, and then I'm going to bring it in. And just give it some curls here and there. Then just tuck it in. So same thing on this side. So it comes out a little bit more here, and then we're going to come in. There. So hopefully that looks like his hair. And you can give it some more strands here. Some parting lines, perhaps. There. His nose. Okay, so then now from there, let's go ahead, and I thought it'd be really cute to give Bruno a little mouse. So if you want to do that, I'm just going to do it really quickly. Tiny little mouse right here. Nice and simple. So one big ear. Come across, another big ear, and then the little body. Little feet. Like I said, very simple little mouse. And the ears right there, and then eyes, little nose, and then two little hands, some whiskers, and a tail. There, so hopefully that helps you draw Bruno with his little mouse. So they're all done. I really hope you love how this drawing of turned out, and that I made this fun and easy for you to follow along. Thanks so much for watching, and and if you love Encanto, and definitely check out my playlist for all the other Disney Encanto drawings I've done so far. Thanks so much for watching, and if you loved it, please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.